Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I am a journaler, a journal maker and teacher of journaling courses, and today I have a video request for you showing a flip through of my Hobonichi Techo. This is my daily journal that I've been using this year. I got it originally from the Hobonichi Techo store, this beautiful cover with the flowers, and basically I got the cousin avec, which means that the notebook is kind of split into two. So there's one notebook or journal for the first half of the year, January to June, and then there's a second one for July to December. And what you do is you just slip them in to the cover. So you can keep reusing the cover and slipping in your newest book or journal. So let me share a flip through. The cover comes with these lovely pockets, which I love, but I would only really use those if I was traveling somewhere and would take, journal cards, tags, some washi tape samples. But because it just sits on my desk, I just have my supplies around me on my desk. So I've actually ripped out some pages as well because I don't like my journals getting too bulky. So to save space, I just rip out any pages that I don't need. And yeah, these front kind of calendar pages I don't use. These calendar pages I could have ripped out too, really, because I have a calendar that I use for planning on my wall, but this was just for fun when I was setting it up when I first got it. So that one looks really pretty, and then as we go on they kind of get progressively less pretty, to the point where I didn't even do anything for these months. So yeah, this is my list of interesting things that I discover. I have a phone conversation with my mum and my sister, and this is my list of things to talk about when I'm on the phone with them. So it could be a book that I read, or a video that I watched, or something that I learned, or something that I was inspired by, or a podcast that I listened to, and that's just a list of different things. I love having this list because it reminds me, oh yeah, remember that thought that I had about road rage and how I was theorizing about why I don't tend to have road rage when a lot of the people around me seem to have road rage. And I remember driving in the car one time and we were talking about road rage, and my friend was saying, yeah, I get road rage all the time, blah, blah, blah. And I was saying, I don't get it much. And they're like, really? And then case in point, we were driving and someone cut me off in a roundabout, and I was like, oh, okay. Kept on going. And my friend was like, wow, you really don't get road rage, do you? You're just so laid back. I'm like, yeah, all good. So yeah, I was just thinking about personality and psychology of road rage and all that kind of thing. Anyway, there's this quote that I came up with, or maybe I was inspired by something, but there's two types of people in the world. One of those types of quotes that start like that. Two types of people in the world: people who think they are in the way, and people who think that other people are in the way. So I was thinking about, that was why I wrote this down, I was thinking about road rage and how maybe one of the reasons why I don't tend to get road rage is because I tend to think I'm always in the way. So if someone cuts me off, my automatic mode of thinking is, oh, I must be in the wrong, I must have been going too fast or slow, or I was doing something wrong that made them cut me off. I don't know, I have no idea if that's why, but that was just a theory that I was coming up with, and I love thinking about these things. And so yeah, anyway, over on this side, this is my to-do list, and when I tick them off, I write the date that I tick them off. Again, some of these I haven't ticked off, and this list has kind of just dwindled. This was actually for the Intentional Life course that I wrote this, because one of our prompts was to write a to-do list, so it was helpful in the moment. But yeah, anyway, so other things, like I'll just write about jury duty and how that was so fascinating, how they chose the jury panel, and the psychology behind that. And then we played this massive game of Spotlight at about 11 o'clock at night, and it went for 2 hours, just one round. And so we were out there till 1 a.m. in the dark in the park near the beach. It was so fun though, really, really fun. So yeah, these just great memories, great things written down here, and some other things, just note taking when you're on a phone call and you need to write down details, just writing stuff down like that. And then yeah, we've got all of this space to write more of those notes. This was where I was writing my book list. I was wondering where I put that. I've got to add some more books because I forgot where I put this list. But yeah, that's the books that I've read so far this year. Just got to add some more. And then going into here, this is the daily page spread. So you get your monthly page spreads at the start of the journal, then your weekly and now I'm going into my daily. I was starting off with a 52 photo journal challenge. That was really fun while it lasted, but again, for me, it dwindled out. But the first prompt was selfie. I love that little piano in the background. And then, yeah, I have fun just decorating pages. Basically, how I use my daily journal is just doing a star point list of what I did each day. If something bigger happened that day, I might write a whole paragraph about what we did. Watch the movie Encanto, for example. I try to put the main things, the big events, in color, because otherwise if I'm trying to find what day it happened, I can't tell looking at this. But this day I'm like, oh yeah, that's the day I watched Encanto. Yeah, so this is for the Intentional Life course that is still going, but in January that's the intensive where we have a prompt every day, and now we just have a prompt every month, or a theme for every month. And that was from a printable kit I created with different journaling labels and prompts. Oh, I got my digital piano. See, this is why I got this journal, because it reminds me of everything. So I got my digital piano this day when I went to Townsville. Love my piano. That was on my wish list for so long. This is where I got it from. Lots of Keanu photos and Keanu showing off my beautiful piano. I love it. Your Creative Studio, big thank you to Amanda for sending me the beautiful Your Creative Studio subscription boxes. I always do a page spread in here for that. This one is just notes when I was helping out transitioning the admin role from my old job. I was the administrator at my local church and just transitioning, and that was the to-do list that they had for me to do in the transition. Just some decorations, some feathers. I love like sticking actual feathers and things. Some stickers and different things. Journal cards taped in. Photo of the plane from my trip to Melbourne. My nephew's birthday was in there. This is a picture that my nephew drew of the Lego treehouse. That is on my wish list. I so want to do the Lego treehouse. I also want to do the bouquet of flowers, the roses, the tulips, and the Disney castle. Oh my goodness. So those are on my wish list. I actually have a Pinterest board called wish list, and I've got those types of things like the digital piano, the roller skates, the ice skates, the like fairy lights, and a chandelier lamp, crystal doorknobs, a bed with all the tulle around it, and all this kind of thing. And then one time I put all the Lego ones that I wanted in that wish list. Yeah, I don't use Pinterest that often, but every now and then it's just nice to have a place to put some things that I like. I also have a board for my gallery wall, so all of the different things I want to put on my wall, I put in that on that board. So things like a picture of the Disney castle, different quotes, different photos, a movie poster of Lord of the Rings, or a movie poster of Labyrinth, or Neverending Story, things like that. Anyway, this is a Polaroid of journaling session with my friend, and that's one of my highlights this year is the journaling sessions that we have. This was a definite highlight this year. Nadal winning the Australian Open. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. We watched the final, we stayed up late, and it so looked like he was going to lose this long 5-setter match, and what a roller coaster. Oh my goodness. I love it when you get so involved, and I love it even more when you get the outcome you want in those tight matches. But I was so happy, and I was so happy that Ash Barty won, of course, too, as an Aussie. Oh, this was a highlight too, signing up with the library, the local library, and borrowing books. It felt like Christmas, and that is just so fun. I'm trying to get more into reading this year. Teaching ballet this year, that's another milestone this year. Never thought I would be able to teach ballet, but it was like a little secret dream that I had. And yeah, this year is my first year teaching ballet. Just some other things like Daphne's Diary cutouts from the magazine. That's the start of my gallery wall. This is me in a ballet costume, and these are my dance mates, so I'll just cover their faces. And yeah, just like packaging, food packaging goes in here. Lots of photos. This was the Encanto party that we had where we all dressed up as a character. I was Ulieta, and the place was decorated with all Encanto things, and we got to keep our door, so I got my door, and I want to put that on my wall somewhere. There's some blank spaces, so I have printouts of other photos And so in those blank spaces, I will add some photos later on. And yeah, I'm going to do a journaling session after this flip through, so I'll add some more of those photos in there. Again, Your Creative Studio unboxing. Here I can add more photos, here and here, definitely. So that's why I'm not too fussed about having blank spaces, because I can always fill them in later. This is William Morris washi tape from Washi Wednesday. It's my favorite tape, and I usually get an order once a year. So I just did swatches of those. Oh my goodness, the surgery. So I had my wisdom teeth pulled out plus 4 other teeth, and then after that got braces. There's a lot of writing, wow. A lot of stuff must have happened those days. The new cat that the household that I live with, the family that I live with, they got a new kitten. And I just took photos of my face as it was, the swelling came down and the bruising came down, just the progress with that surgery. It was quite horrible. For about 3 months there, I couldn't eat normal food, and it was painful. It was pretty painful. But yeah, this was from the digital kit that I created with the sentiments. More photos and cutouts. The toothbrush that I have to use while I have braces. Did a bit of painting there. Just adding some fabric and lists of things that I need to buy when I go out. Another Your Creative Studio box. I love this floral one. Beautiful Keanu. Got a cat scratching tree for all the 3 of the cats. So this is my cat Keanu, and this is the family's cats that I live with, Luna and Delilah. Luna and Delilah there. So yeah, there's 3 cats where I live. Some ballet images. They're just stuck on the page. That's the Dream Art app, creating these images from photos that I took. Keanu and Luna together, so cute. That fashion book, lots must have happened that day. Photos that I take, price tags of things that I buy, paint swatches that I created of my favorite colors, more Your Creative Studio. Oh no, this was not from Your Creative Studio. This one this one was from BB Craft. Keanu, what are you doing with your tail here? This one, not much happened these days at all. In fact, I probably forgot what happened, and that's why they're blank, because I don't usually journal every day. I leave it for a few days before I will add, like, backfill my pages. So sometimes I forget what I did, but I can add photos there, capture each day. That's another printable from my kit. Butterfly kit that I created from a request from the lovely Colleen. That is a freebie that's available on my Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. Check out all the other freebies that you can get there too if you're interested. Here is a page about Easter. A new outfit that I got. Just did some drawing to fill in the blank space. Yeah, so some pages are much more beautiful than others, and some are just completely scrappy. Like, I like this page. This is fun and interactive. Had some cupcakes that day, some red velvet cupcakes. Some more photos. We watched Little Women this day, so I did a Little Women page. Again, food packaging. I love Ferrero Rochers. Delicious. More painting. I love this page with another Your Creative Studio box. The quote that I came up with, and I just love this quote: "Our journals are creative biographies where each image and word tells part of our story and shares a piece of who we are. This is what it's all about." Love it. Oh, the Inspiration Journal course. That reminds me that I did that this year. The book that I love, this beautiful happy mail from Xenia. This beautiful happy mail from Susan. I love this photo. I took this photo at Grays Bay, and I just love the purple of the sky and the palm tree silhouettes. I love, love, love that. This one I also took at the same place, but the sky wasn't as pretty just then. Oh, hi Keanu. What you doing? More photos. Keanu went to the vet that day. That reminds me. Really fun. And I've got some space to put some photos there. more space here. Made a Peter Pan journal here. Need to fill in this bit with some more photos, and that is where I'm up to. So I will have fun doing another little journaling session, or maybe a long journaling session, because I've got quite a lot to catch up on. Today is Wednesday, and the last day I journaled was a Friday, so not sure when this video is going to come out, but yeah, I've got to add all of these photos into my journal. So stay tuned for that journaling video. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I love them. These are my favorite videos. One of you asked what's my favorite video to film in the subscriber Q&A video, and I said my answer was either journal flip throughs or junk journal with me episodes. It's where I get to see the journals filled up using the pages. Those are my favorite videos. So yeah, let me know what your favorite video is in the comments. Hope you're doing really well. Thank you for watching, and be sure to journal your life because your stories matter. Bye guys. A big special thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in June. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this for another month. If you would like to become a patron and support Willow Bound Journals, you can do so below. The link is down in the description box. And that's where you can get access to more videos, printables, and patron exclusive content. If you'd like to take any of my journaling courses, information is down in the description box as well. Feel free to email me to register. To keep up to date with all things happening in Willow Bound Journals, check out the Facebook group page. There is also a community page if you'd like to get to know each other and share your journals.